What advice would you give Deion Sanders about taking the Cowboys job if offered?
If he wants to do it, he should take it. He's done an amazing job at Colorado. I think he's changing college football in some ways, and he's impacting a ton of lives. But if he feels compelled to dive into it, dive into it. He and Jerry have a long relationship, and
But
they've
what
had
does
a
he
close.
need to know, though, Jason, about Jerry, the owner, Dion, the coach, that's different than that owner and that player? So this is different. This is day to day, week to week, game to game, and that's a whole different game.
No doubt, but I bring that up just because that relationship matters. I think Dion knows Jerry, Jerry knows Dion, and I think they can have the kind of conversations you need to have between owner slash general manager and head coach. You got to be able to be honest and to direct with each other. And when you're the head coach in that situation, sometimes things don't go your way. Sometimes you want to do something and the owner and general manager wants to do something else. And that's part of the deal. Everybody's got a boss, right? So I do think they can be honest with each other. I don't think they'll be walking on eggshells around each other. I think they value their relationship, and I think they can be direct with each other. I think that benefits that situation. So my encouragement to him would be tell Jerry what you think. It might not go your way. Tell him what you think. He needs to know what you think about this player, this coach, this philosophy, what we're doing on offense, defense. And then if it becomes something where you have to get into it, you have a disagreement, hopefully you can rely on that relationship you've had to work your way through it. And I think that's an important thing.
Just feels like they're two CEOs, though, Jason.
Well, if you think about what the position of head coach is, there's a lot of great coordinators on offense and defense who go become head coaches and they're not real good at it because maybe they don't fully understand that being a head coach is a leadership position first and foremost. And there has to be layers of leadership in an organization. It's multi-tiered leadership. And so it's owner and general manager, but then it's head coach, and then it's coordinators, it's quarterback, all of that. So I don't know that because both of them have leadership CEO type skills, I don't know that it has to be combative. It can be layered. And I think that's an important piece of this. Hopefully they don't step over each other. And hopefully the big CEO gives the next CEO a chance to put his imprint on the team because I think that's an important part of it.
But what was it like when Jerry's holding his own press conference?
Sometimes it could be challenging because, as you know, media people
That's a
love
that's
to,
a fun word there, challenging.
yeah, media people love to find the wedge. And so sometimes, Jerry would say something, and I think the people who were covering our team knew that probably that wasn't something that I agreed with, and they'd say, "Hey, Jerry said this. What do you think about that?" So you had to deal with that. But it comes with the dinner, as Troy used to say. You just figure it out, and you can't let those things detract from what you're trying to build. Sometimes you'd wish they weren't there. You didn't have to deal with those distractions. There's a lot of attention on that team anyway, so why are we, adding fuel to the fire? But it's part of it, and you work your way through it.
I asked Tim Cowlishaw if I said to Jerry Jones, you can't have a radio show, can't do any interviews for the next 5 years, but I'm going to guarantee you a Super Bowl. Would Jerry be able to go without being interviewed, do his radio shows, if I said you're going to win a Super Bowl?
Um, Again, I just don't think uh, I just don't think he wants to give that up. Someone asked me the other day, do you go in there and do you try to change Jerry Jones? I said, he's 82 years old. You're not changing him. This
Yeah.
is what he wants to do. He took a lot of risk in his life. He made a lot of money. He'll tell you the story about how he bought the Dallas Cowboys, a risky endeavor. And with that risk comes a lot of reward and a lot of freedom. And part of it is he feels like he wants to be the lead voice of the organization. And I don't see him giving that up anytime soon.
That's for sure.